made my daughter this dress for her 3rd birthday party. There's no pattern for this dress, I just designed it as I went. I used one of her regular dresses for 3T to figure out the sizing. And I saw a dress that I liked and I cut out this pattern myself, so you can just put it next to one of your daughter's dresses and look at this design and just eyeball it and cut out this pattern. And then I used interfacing after I cut out the 3 pieces to make it a little more stiff on the inside, and mine was iron-on. And then I cut another 3 pieces of the regular pattern so that I could do pattern facing pattern and then sew it right side out, or sew it together, sorry, and then pull it right side out so that the inside is also soft. After that, I added my own embellishments. I used a happy birthday tulle underneath that I sewed on, and then 2 little shiny ribbons, but you can use whatever you want for this. And then next I put, the 2 back pieces facing pattern and just sewed the sides there. And I also forgot to tell you about the elastic. So there's a little elastic that I used for the armholes, and I sewed them inwards as well. And next is the floss trick. If you haven't heard of it, you can look it up. It's really easy. You just take a piece of floss and you sew a zigzag side to side, and then you pull it out and it ruffles it all right on its own. And then I added the tulle to the top of the skirt. So I took 2 pieces of fabric, the same that I used on the top pieces, and I eyeballed it by using the other dress, and I made those the under part of the skirt, fabric facing fabric, and sewed right down the 2 sides, and also sewed the bottom of the hem. And then I put the tulle on top. I actually did a happy birthday underneath of that white tulle as well that went around the outside. And then I put the white tulle on top of that and pinned it all together. And then after that I put the top piece. I had a ribbon that has like these cute little beads that hang down. So I put that on top in between it all, and I sewed it all together. And it took a lot of getting used to. I actually made a couple mistakes of sewing the fabric underneath to the top and things like that. So you just have to go very, very slow because it's a lot of fabric to sew together at once. Okay, and then once I had that done, I had pretty much the whole dress done. Now, I didn't mention the elastic on the back. I used ribbon to close the top, and I used little elastic hairbands that I cut in half, and I sewed them on, to the inside of the dress so you couldn't see them, and I put the ribbon through there to tie it up as well. And that was my dress. You can make like a little tulle arm, a hole like princesses have, across the collarbone and out if you want. I just ran out of time, so I didn't get a chance to do that, but the last thing I did was I had little hearts, little jewel hearts, and I took those and I hot glue gunned them on the tulle skirt too, so that was pretty neat. And it was my first go for a princess dress, and I'm glad with the way it turned out. But I do think I'll make some in the future, and hopefully I can make some patterns for you guys.